So, January 2023 is finally over, and we got a couple brand new movies here and there, some of which I got to see, so we're gonna sit down and rank all the January 2023 movies that I saw. So let's get into it. Now, I only managed to see a total of 4 brand new releases in the month of January, but we're gonna break them down to this tier list right here. So, first up, we've got Megan, or Mathregan, as all the cool kids like to say. I had a decent amount of fun with this movie, maybe not quite as much as some people did, but the moments where they're just really honing in on the killer doll, going around, making funny TikTok dances, and slashing people up left and right, that is definitely where the movie shines the most. The rest of the movie is pretty run-of-the-mill horror slasher stuff that we've seen a million times before, but this is one of those movies where people complained a lot about the PG-13 rating, which honestly did not bother me all that much because, you know, gotta have those gateway horror flicks here and there, but overall did have a good time with the movie and would be curious to see what they do with a sequel. So I'm going to put Mathregan into the B tier. And just a quick reminder out there, this is just my own personal list. You might not agree with the way I rank these movies, but that's okay. If you saw any of these movies or some other ones, go in and comment down below how you would rank the January 2023 releases, but anyway, let's keep going. Then next up we've got Plane with Gerard Butler. Some people have described this movie as Die Hard on a plane. I would strongly disagree and say it's Die Hard with a plane. The movie is reasonably paced, it's got some good action, and was a lot of fun to see in a theater with a lot of people. I got to see it early with an advanced screening, so naturally the theater was incredibly full, but there were people straight up applauding at certain moments in this movie, so it's definitely a bit of a crowd pleaser, and also I just enjoy watching Gerard Butler in these lower budget action movies like the Olympus Has Fallen trilogy and such, so anytime he makes one of these movies, I'm probably going to enjoy it. So I am going to do something a little goofy and put Plane in the A tier. Yeah, I put the low-budget Plane movie over the high-profile Blumhouse horror movie. Sue me. Then movie number 3 on the list is the only streaming movie I checked out this month, and that would be Sick from Peacock. And when I first heard about this movie, I was prepared to just completely write it off as yet another COVID pandemic movie because we have had quite a few of those, and the problem is none of them are very good. And this movie is structured like your typical slasher movie with a couple of teenagers in trouble by a killer with a knife, stuff you've seen a million times before, but as the movie progressed and we got more and more into like the COVID type setting and how it was actually utilized in the movie, it does take place in like April 2020, and the way that actually ties into it, I thought, okay, that's actually pretty cool the way you did that. And without getting into spoilers for the movie, the killer's motivation based around the pandemic and the virus and everything, I thought, that's actually kinda plausible, not gonna lie, it's a little scary. Now, I'm in no rush to see more of these pandemic-era movies, but as far as this one goes, it was a pleasant surprise, so I'm gonna put that one as well in the B tier. And last but not least, we have Infinity Pool, directed by Brandon Cronenberg, and as far as the movie's concerned, it kind of leans more into sci-fi than horror, but it deals with this very interesting concept of what if you could just clone yourself to stand in for you for like a death penalty and things like that, and how one might react to such a thing, and Mia Goth absolutely shines in this movie with yet another twisted, demented role, something that she has gotten really good at recently. The movie plays with some interesting ideas, it's got some fun, trippy imagery, but it's also very grotesque, quite disturbing, a little more than I would prefer, becomes a lot more style over substance, and it's just really a movie that I have no real desire to see ever again. So for all those reasons, I'm gonna put Infinity Pool into the C category. So that's my ranking for all the January 2023 movies and such. If you want to see another video from me, I got that right over here. Otherwise, subscribe if you live, talk, and buy movies, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.